All right, boys, we are back, and it's time to head into year number 3 with our Arizona Coyotes. Standards are a lot higher. We made the playoffs last year. We made it into the second round, so we want to have a similar season. During free agency, we picked up a stud, Anze Kopitar. All right, I saw some comments from people saying I should have picked up Ben Bishop and Eric Stahl. We'll get to that during the simulation, right? But as of right now, our team looks very good. Bodker with Yakupov, 2 snipers, and they got the playmaker Anze Kopitar. So we have a 91 overall center playmaker who hopefully can allow Bodker and Yakupov to both be 30-plus goal guys, right? Hansel as a second liner, that's going to make that second line much better. Howle's 84, Riley Smith's a little bit low, but that's okay. Now for the third line, you guys were saying I should bring up Samuelson. He's got a good shot, which would help out that third line with Tara Vinen on it. You know, that's why I got Chris Higgins for, because he's a sniper, but you know what? We'll try it out. Because I do have McMillan that I can put as the center, and then Higgins can be real depth goal scoring right there. 4th line sniper, all right? Now, power play, no, he's not there. Okay, so that's the only change I'll make there. Defense, yeah, that looks all fine. And then goaltenders, you guys were saying to leave the automated goalie rotations on so I don't have to change it all that much. Thing is, it doesn't matter who I put in. If I start Kemper, it will still be even. If I start Byzantine, it'll still be even, all right? So what we'll do is we'll go like a month or 2 and see what our record is. But we gotta. I want to find a goalie that I can run with and turn off automated goalie rotations eventually, all right? I know you guys want to see a faster simulation, but you know, this is a year that I want to make those playoffs, and if Kemper starts to drop off a little bit, I want to make sure that Byzantine gets like 5 straight starts, you know what I mean? I don't want to go right back to Kemper if he's not getting the job done. So that's that. Jersey numbers, we've already taken care of. Oh, you know what? I'll just go back into here. Hang on. All right, so the captains, Anze Kopitar is the captain. No, thank you. It's just because he's the highest overall. It's still going to be Keith Yandel. All right, it's still going to be, where is he? There he is, Anze Kopitar, and it's also going to be. We'll give it to Hansel. All right, Ekman Larson can take over the captaincy, or well, maybe the captaincy. I would like to. You know what? Oh man, which one should it be? Should it be Ekman Larson? You know what? I'll give Ekman Larson the alternate. There you go. 2 defensemen with the first line center. All right, as your leaders. There you go. And also, you guys were saying Anze Kopitar should get number 11. Well, Hansel's number 11. He's been here since the beginning. Yeah, you know what? It's Anze Kopitar. I'll give it to him. Hansel, I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, I'll give you number 81. 91. There you go. 11 to 91. All right, for Hansel. You know what? 91's not good. I'll give him a 61. There you go. All right. That looks good for the jerseys. Yes, it does. I was also, some people saying Tara Vinen should be on the second line. I don't think he should because he's only 82 overall. So if we play him on the third line, he might get better because he's playing in his role, right? And our second line is much better with Hansel in there. So I'm going to leave Tara Vinen as a third line center. Scouting, I think I already did this, but let me just do it again. Scouting, yep, to QMJHL. All right, so let's start the season simulation. Now, before I started recording the video, I turned the injuries off just so we can get through preseason without having a major injury where I lose someone for like multiple months. You know, it's actually been pretty good so far. We've gone 2 seasons with injuries. I believe that I turned, in the gameplay settings, I believe that I turned the injuries to the lowest that they could be with still being on. And I must say, the injuries are actually pretty good in this game. If someone gets injured, it's only for like, you know, I haven't seen more than a month on my team. I'm sure it can happen, but it's actually pretty good. I like the injuries when they only miss a few games, because then you get to look at the end of the season stats, and you know, some players have 79 games played or 75 games played. It just looks better than everyone having 82 games played. You know, you get some realistic stats in there, and also you're forced to kind of play your young guns, right? So there you go. So we're up here at the season. So let's just quickly put back injuries. Settings, rules, injuries, we're going to turn them back on. There you go. And now we can start our simulation. You know what? While it's starting, hang on one second. Let me just blow my nose. All right, so let's get year 3 underway. So we'll just go with first month. No matter what happens, we'll see which goalie maybe takes over. But it's going to be hard to tell just by the first month, right? Because crazy stuff can happen. But I wanted to talk about free agency because there was oh, there you go, fractured ankle, November 26th. I shouldn't have said anything. Now Michael Stone's injured for over a month. I shouldn't have said a damn thing. All right. So we already have an injury to Michael Stone. All right. Well, we've been pretty lucky with injuries so far. So Murphy, you're going to get up here. Do I have any defensemen that I scratched? No, I'm going to have to bring somebody up. All right. So first game of the year. That's great. Defenseman. I'll bring up Frazier. There you go. That's why I got all these depth defensemen, boys. Frazier, Falk, Miller. All right, we got 3 depth defense. Pilon is down there. Is he? Did I show you guys? Wait, whoa. I gotta make sure. Hang on. Defense. Yeah, I gotta do this first. All right, Frazier. Damn it, I didn't bring him up. Hang on. I wanted to make sure that Pilon is starting in the AH. I'm pretty sure he is. Where is he? Frazier, 79. I must have passed him. Yeah, there he is. All right. So let's go to our roster here. Let's change the lines. Frazier, there you go. Every line needs to be changed here. All right, so Gormley, you know what I'll do? I'll put Higgins on the power play just for now because he's got a good shot from the point. All right, so there you go. I know. Put Samuelson there. I can already hear it. Samuelson's getting 3rd line time, so that's enough for him. Penalty kill, Yandel, Ekman Larson, Klitzum, and I'm going to need Murphy. Give him the chance. Or Gormley. Yeah, Gormley can go in there. Shit, is Gormley not on the power play? Gormley. Yeah, he is. Never mind. All right. Gormley again. There you go. 4-on-4 lines. We'll go with Murphy. There you go. And then Murphy with Frazier. Very nice. Extra attackers. All right, so that's taken care of. And then also with the Portland Pirates, where is, yeah, Pilon is playing. All right, so that's fine. I'll just go best lines here. There you go. Where's Pilon? Yeah, he's on the 2nd line. All right, just make sure all of our young guns are playing. Yeah. Clark isn't, but he's only 66 overall, so that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. All right. Yeah, that's taken care of, and now we have the injury. All right, so good. So I wanted to talk about free agency before that injury happened. You know, we had a very deep free agency in the offseason with Anze Kopitar, Eric Stahl, and Ben Bishop, and I definitely had the cap space to sign, you know, at least 2 out of the 3, maybe even the 3, right? And I was reading some comments. You guys were saying, oh, I should have signed everybody. Oh, my God. I got another injury. Well, it's only till October 21st. All right, got to do another one. I can't even get this this thought out that I have right now. Samuelson, you can play 3rd line minutes. Higgins, you can come up here. There you go. And now I need Gagliardi. There you go. Gagliardi, get in there. Now check the power play lines. Yep. We'll get Teravainen in there. Yep. Very good. Penalty kill, we will get McMillan in there. There you go. Yeah, McMillan. Hansel, that's a big injury right there. We're going to miss Hansel. 4-on-4 lines. No, that's Teravainen right there. Teravainen goes right there, and then Samuelson goes right there. There you go. I know my team, boys. This is what I mean about, you know, you don't have to worry about Samuelson playing on the 4th line, because I knew injuries were going to happen. But free agency, let's see if I can get through this. You know, the thing about this game is that the human has all the control when it comes to free agency signing, and I don't really like that. You know, there would have been a situation where in the offseason, in real life, Anze Kopitar wouldn't have mattered how much money I would have thrown at him. If he didn't want to come to Arizona, he wouldn't have come to Arizona, right? But in this game, the human basically controls that altogether. So, yeah, I could have picked up those guys, but that's kind of, again, I'm going to use that word, unrealistic, right? I just don't like playing like that. Because then, what, you sign all these guys, and, you know, then your team is built, and then you use them to trade away. It's just, you can build the team through trades and free agency, then signing and not signing, but through the draft and some younger players. That's how I like to build the team. So that's the reason I did not do that. It's just too easy when you use free agency like that. Hansel. Yeah, Hansel. Now, see, if there was a combination of where, like, the computers can be just as effective on free agency as I can, where they can see my offer and raise it, and, you know, they can have negotiations with Kopitar where he says, well, Arizona just offered me 7 years at $9 million for, what, $63 million over 7 years or whatever. You know, if you give me $10 million for 7 years, I'll sign with you. I'd like to see more interactive negotiations, right? We all know I could have gotten every single one of those players, but I don't like building a team that way, because then all of a sudden you trade away, what, do you trade away Hansel? Do you trade away Teravainen because you have Kopitar and Stahl down the middle now? Do you use Kopitar and Stahl for 1 year, then trade them for McKinnon and McDavid? You know, it's just that. I've played GM modes like that, right? But by the time you get to, like, year 3 or year 4 and you've built your team, there's nothing else to do because you have the best team in the universe. I don't want to do that. Forwards, OHL. There you go. All right, so the good news is that we're 4-2-1, even though we're dealing with some injuries here. Stone is still injured for another 5 weeks. But we're almost done the first month here, and I always say this about my GM modes. The hardest games to win are the games at the beginning of the season. For some reason, I can always seem to go on a little bit of a stretch towards the end of the year, taking myself out of the top 3 spots for a draft pick, right? Like we did in year number 1 with Arizona. But losing the games at the beginning of the season, that's what hurts your chance of making the playoffs the most. You can't come back from that. So if I can just, put together 20 wins before the All-Star break, that would be nice. I'd take that. At least 20 wins. All right, so at the end of the month here, and the good news is 7-2-2. I guarantee you, it doesn't matter, well, it does matter, but it doesn't, like, Kopitar is helping out the team tremendously. You know what I mean? We can have, like, a 70 overall guy on the first line, and he'd still get some points. Kopitar is that good of a player. So as of right now, 7-2-2. Kemper's got 5 wins, which means that Vizantine's only got 2. I don't even think I need to take a look at the stats right now. Let's just keep on going with it, all right? I want to get a good chunk of the simulation done in this video, so let's just keep on going here. I was going to take a look at the lines if we were losing games, but 7-4 is decent to start off the year. So we'll just keep on going here. When Stone comes back, our team's going to automatically get better. All right, there's 2 losses in a row, just as I say. Ooh, we allowed a lot of goals over the last 2 games as well. 12 goals against, my God. Come on now, answer back with a win. They're below 500 against the Vancouver Canucks. There you go. All right. So I have faith in this team. And look at that. Vizantine's actually come back with some wins. He's got 3 now. Kemper's only got 6. Where the hell is Stone? I need Stone. He's, what did it say, November 21st or something? There's another loss. That's okay. 9-5-2. What was it? Oh, man. The only reason we made the playoffs last year was because our division was like at the trade deadline when I was selling players off, you guys reminded me that we could still make the playoffs because we were in a playoff position. It's because everybody in our damn conference, or division was not the greatest, the 2 teams ahead of us, yeah, but we were in 3rd spot and we had it locked up. Well, not locked up, we were tied, but if that similar thing can happen this year where our division just isn't the greatest, that would help us out tremendously. Just put those wins away, boys. Put them away in the early part of the year. There you go, 11 wins already. We almost have a 2-to-1 loss ratio right now. Oh, keep going, boys. And look at that. Hansel is actually leading the team in goals, so maybe the second line is the better spot for Hansel. And Higgins is leading our team for assists. That second line power play is doing him wonders. Become a playmaker all of a sudden. Kemper's got 7. Pilon's been injured with a broken foot. Ooh. Our big draft pick there. He suffered his first big injury in the NHL. Well, as a drafted NHL player, right? Broken foot. Estimated return is January 3rd. All right, Pilon, I hope you get better, buddy. We need you up here in the next 2 to 3 years, so don't let that injury get the better of you. Friggin' rehab, come back stronger. Just like this guy, Michael Stone. Roster moves. All right, so let me send the extra goalie that I have, right? Yeah, I have this Langhammer guy. Well, that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 defensemen. I need 7 defensemen. I can send down one of my forwards I'm not using. Chipchura, McMillan, Condra. That was the one. I don't need Condra. All right, now bring up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Yeah, that's enough. I already sent down Condra. Now I just got to put in, what's his name? Yeah, I got to do all this again. All right. Hang on a second here, boys. Stone, Murphy. There you go. Power play. I'm going to take Higgins off. I know, but I want Stone to still grow. And they might not be power play assists. I'm just speculating. Stone, power play, Stone, get in there. You and Gormley got to work together. Penalty kill. Gormley, Stone. There you go. Gormley, Stone. There you go. 4-on-4 line, Stone. It goes on the 4-on-4. And then click some... Frazier, it's Frazier, right? Yeah, Frazier gets replaced by Murray. So Frazier, I'm going to scratch you. Murphy, extra attacker, goaltender, Byzantine. All right, so we're good still. There you go. You know what? Let me go blow my nose one more time. Oh, man, that's much better. There's nothing better, honestly, than, like, freezing cold H2O. Oh, it hits the spot every damn time. Oh, all right, so 14-6-2. 2 more wins, and we're clearly like at a 2-to-1 loss ratio, which would put us at the top of the NHL for sure. But again, it's still very early on in the season. We can lose some games. We might even get 20 wins before January. That puts us in a really good spot. As I said, 20 wins before the All-Star break, just because, we had 16-3-3 last year, so that puts us up to 36. I mean, we're in striking distance with that. That was the minimum, but I mean, looks like we're going to get 20 we could even get it by... Nah, we won't get it by December, but yeah, we'll clearly get it by the All-Star break now. Oh, yeah. Got 2 months to work with. All right, so let's just keep on going here. I mean, we're at the end of this month. You know what, let me just make sure I don't lose any of this. Hang on. All right, that's better. So, we're 15-7-2. We'll do one more month of simulating, but before we do, let me just take a look at some of the standings here. We'll see if stuff is on the way up or on the way down. So, the good news is that in the entire NHL, we are 4th. All right, so Anze Kopitar is helping us out tremendously, and we're only 3 points behind the first seeded. Well, it's a 3-way tie for first seed right now with 35 points. So, we're up there. Goals 4 per game. Let's see. We're scoring goals, 3.17, so we got some good depth goal scoring this time. We're no Pittsburgh Penguins, but that's okay. Goals against, that's something we got to work on. Well, it's not that bad. Well, it could be better, but like it's top 10 in the NHL. Everybody allows a lot of goals in this game now. Power play percentage, 20.3. It could be better, but we're still scoring 5-on-5 goals. Penalty kill percentage could be better. All right. Home record, we're 8-1-2. Our away record's 7-6-0. And in the last 10, we are 7-3-0. So it looks like we love playing at home. I guess we're making it up for our poor performance in the playoffs last year with the home record. We'll take a look at the player individual stats when I'm done the simulating, because we're not making any line changes at all. This team's playing pretty good right now. All I want to do is make sure that we get into the playoffs and give ourselves a chance to get back to the second round and make it a competitive second round. That's the next step for the Arizona Coyotes, a competitive second round. Getting swept in the second round might as well be a first round exit, you know what I mean? We didn't even get a single win there in round number 2. St. Louis Blues were too heavy of a team. All right, starting to lose some games here, 15-11. Not close to 2-1 loss for, ooh, there's another loss. All right, starting to lose some games. Thank God we put those wins in the system. The early part of the season. So who was it that got injured? Chipchura? So Galliardi's got to go in. All right. I think that's the only change I got to do, the 4th line. Yes, it is. Good. All right, so scouting assignments. We just did the QMJHL for forwards. Let's go WHL for forwards. 6 weeks. All right, very nice. Let's go up to the end of this month right here. Go up to the end of December. Let's see if we can have a good Christmas gift this year. Give our fans, you know, a chance to start saving up for playoff games, even though they're probably not that expensive. I want everyone to know that there's going to be hockey here in May or April, late April, early May for the Arizona Coyotes this year. Come on, boys. Anze Kopitar, $9 million a year, $63 million over 7 years. I want 7 years of playoff runs, all right? I didn't give you that money for nothing. Oh, man, we're losing some games now. Look at that record. It's starting to drop, 15-12-2. So it's good. The end of the month is coming up. We can take a look at the record, take a look at the stats, maybe change some lines, you know, do some things. But I knew it wasn't going to be a flawless year. I'll go back with Chipchura. Yeah, I'll go back with Chipchura. Galliardi, get out of there. There you go. And Chipchura. What? Oh, he's a center. Yeah, he's a center. There you go. All right. See what I mean? It might be a smart idea to bring up Higgins to the third line. We'll check out the third line stats later. But let's just get this month done, and then we can take a look at it. We could still turn this around. There you go. There's a win. All you got to do is go on a nice little 5-game winning streak, boys, and we're right back up there. So come on. Don't give up on the season now. Play for your home fans. I don't know what our record is at now at home, but come on. We got home ice advantage again. Keep playing good at home ice. Come on, against the LA Kings. You can beat them. You can beat them. Yeah, there's 2 in a row. And now we have another home game against the Edmonton Oilers. I think they're a good team now, though. 14-13-4. They can probably score goals, though. Yeah, they got 5 goals on us. All right, so 17-13-2. See what I mean? We didn't actually get to the 20-win plateau before January, I don't think, anymore. We should still get it by the All-Star break unless things start to happen. It was the minimum that I wanted for our team. So at least we could have striking range. Oh, Calgary, they're a good team. We beat Calgary. Beating some weird teams right now. We're playing weird right now. I don't know if we're a good team or a bad team. I don't know if we're a bad team that just got a lucky start or a good team that's just going through a mid-season rut. You know what I mean? 18-14-2. That's 18-16, basically. Pilon's ready to play, so best lines. He'll be on the second line when I go best lines. There's another win. Good. Hansel's got 16 goals. Kopitar's got 16 assists. Man, Hansel's liking that second line. All right, that's, let's go replace player. That's the AHL right there. Come on, get to 20. Get to 20 before January. This is the last day of January or December. No. All right, so we didn't get to 20 wins before January, and our record is looking a little bit lopsided right now. 19-15-2. If you take a look at the standings right now, we are in a playoff. Yeah, we're in a playoff spot. We have the wild card locked down, which is good news. But things things could go south quickly because our division, Edmonton's got 40 points, San Jose's got 30 points, and the LA Kings are in last with 31. I'd imagine that by the end of the year, they start catching up to us. I don't think that they're that bad of a team, the worst team in the NHL, right? So I think they'll turn it around. I don't know what their injury problem's like, all right? But there's a lot of teams that are hovering around 40 points right now. So the season hasn't been lost, not by any means, but we have to start winning some games and start playing like we did at the beginning of the season, all right? So, again, let's take a look at the stats. Team standings. All right, goals for per game, 2.89. So we dropped a little bit there. We're not scoring as many goals as we were before. Goals against per game, we're allowing 3 goals per game. So our our defense is allowing a little bit too much right now. So maybe we can make some changes defensively. I'll check out the goaltender stats as well. Right now, we can maybe pick a goalie going forward. Let's see this. Power play percentage, 16.2. So that could be improved. So maybe Higgins should go back on the power play line instead of Stone, right? Our power play was better when Higgins was on it. That could be something we could do. Penalty kill percentage, 80.2%. All right, so home record, 11-4-2. So we're still playing great on home ice. It's our road record, 8-11. So we're like a Jekyll and Hyde team right now. We're great on home ice, not so much on the road. And our last time we saw this was 7-3-0. Now it's 4-6-0. So we're a little bit all over the place right now. But I'm hoping that we have the players, the right kind of players that can help bring it together by the end of the year. Anze Kopitar, I'm looking at you. Keith Yandel, I'm looking at you. Ekman Larson, I'm looking at you. We need our skaters more than our goalies this year. All right, so Hansel, point per game on that second line. So he's getting it done. I think Hansel on the second line is a perfect fit. All right, 18 goals on that second line. Riley Smith, 29 points on the second line. Anze Kopitar. Anze Kopitar's only got 24 assists on that, 24 points on that first line. Bodker, only 9 goals. He's on pace for maybe a 20-goal year. Yakupov on pace for maybe a 20-goal year. So maybe we should split up that first line with Bodker, Yakupov, and Kopitar. I mean, they're there, I suppose, but Riley Smith and Hansel, I mean, they're playing better. Howlow's got 19 points. All right, but look at Higgins. Higgins on the fourth line, he's got 19 points. That's why I say, man, maybe Higgins should be playing on the third line or maybe even the second line. I don't know how many of those points came from power plays. Power play goals, I mean, he got 2 goals when he was on the point there. I think we should go back with Chris Higgins on the point instead of Stone. That's one change I think we should make. Because Higgins still has more points than Samuelson, and he got less ice time, right? That's what I mean, man. I got Higgins for some depth goal scoring. He's a sniper. Teravainen, the third liners, Teravainen, Soderberg, and Samuelson. Nothing wrong with them. Obviously, Teravainen's going to have more points last year because he was forced on the second line the entire year. But our team is better with him as a third liner, Hansel as a second liner, and Kopitar as a first liner, right? So you got to push some players down. So, the first line needs to be playing better, and Higgins. We need to figure out what to do with Chris Higgins there. Defensively, man, these guys are not even close to the point totals that they had last year. Yandel, are you kidding me? Yandel had 60 points last year. He's on pace for like 30 this year. Basically, like 35 points. So we need to get the first line goal scoring going a little bit more. These guys, maybe I should split Ekman Larson and Yandel up on the power play, get one on each line because they're just not working well together this year. And then goaltenders, all right, see what I mean? It's basically split evenly. Byzantine 2.98, Kemper 2.76, Byzantine 8-10-1, Kemper 11-6-0. All right, and yeah, Kemper's got a slightly better save percentage. So I think that Kemper is the goalie that we should be forcing, right? Because we've been forcing Byzantine. He's got 20 games played already, but out of those 20 games played, he's responsible for 11 losses, right? So I think maybe now we should go to a 2-1 loss ratio with Darcy Kemper over Mark Byzantine. All right, but that means that we're going to have to turn off automated goalie rotations and take it a little bit slower. But in the next video, we can take it all the way up to the trade deadline. So I think I should start doing that because we got to start winning games. All right, boys. So, again, there are these standings in the NHL. So let me know what we need to do here in Arizona to make the playoffs this year.